Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to Assorted Sundries, where we're just going to review what happened this week. Repetition. Anyways, so yeah. So we learned that my hair is not a big fan of protein, which I kind of knew, but now we really know, which is good. We have learned things. We have learned that what I seek are actual humectants and emollients. So that's nice. That's nice. So what that means is that next week, I actually got my Lush order in. I told you guys we're going to try bath bombs. I already tried the first one because I couldn't wait. But I filmed and did all that. So I have decided to kind of rank them on fizziness, like fizzy versus frothy, right? And then we'll do color. And then we'll do what the bath water looks like and how it smells. And then how it feels, like how my skin feels. Because there are many things. I wish somebody would have, I've heard of Lush, but nobody really expressed to me just how fantastic Lush bath bombs are. Let's just say I tried the cheapest one first. I got three at three different price points. They're $1. One was $6.95, one was $7.95, one was $8 or $9.95. I'm not sure, but three different price points. And I tried the cheapest one first, and I love it. I love it. So needless to say, I am very impressed with Lush as far as bath bombs go. However, since I was there looking, I decided to get something for my hair. Now, they have all kinds of stuff for your hair. Alas, they did not have a lot online. So I went through and I decided that we would try, and we are going to try this next week. It's called Tangled. It is a hot oil treatment. And it just looks like a popsicle. But I haven't opened it yet because I'm waiting. But the instructions are on the inside. But since it is supposed to be a hot oil, I'm guessing we don't drop it on the floor, but I'm guessing we put it in a cup and melt it and then put it on our hair. It is a pre-wash treatment. So, I want to see how it goes. So it's really going to get a workout though, because next week's hairstyles, I'm going to rag curl my hair for. Yeah. So, the thing with rag curls, and I love my rag curls, you guys. Love. But the thing with rag curls is that they will, like all curls, tangle around one another eventually, unless you brush them out gently before they get to that stage. So I'm going to use this. We're going to see how it feels for detangling, etc. I'm going to rag curl. So the day we do our hair, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We're really going to give it a workout. But I want to do a hairstyle on Wednesday based on all the beautiful hairstyles from Spartacus. Not quite, but it's where the idea came from. And then, that and one of the Regency hairstyles, we're going to kind of combine so I can get what I want. So, yeah. So our soft stuff, but we're going to try this next, which I'm actually very excited. I was so impressed with the bath bombs. I'm sure this will be great. And I liked it so much, I told the old man I might actually have to haul my butt over to the hoity-toity part of town, to the really expensive mall, to go to an actual Lush so I can have a look-see in the real deal. Yeah. Then I can actually see more of the conditioners and the face masks and the stuff for your body, because online it's kind of limited, which I thought was a little weird. You figure they would actually have more online because not all of us live near a Lush, but I guess not. Any hoodles, yeah. So the bath bomb will be fun to look forward to, especially since you already know I love it, but still. You won't know the excitement that I had trying it out. Let's see. What else? Oh, we did our first of the new Skyrim playthrough, which is going over very well. Better than I thought. I'm getting comments, which is nice. I know not all of you game. And some of you watch and don't game, but you're like, we'll just watch it anyway. So that's good. And you can laugh at how inept I sometimes am, which is more often than I'd like. But yeah, hopefully we won't be quite so askew. We were askew. I'm telling you, when I looked through the viewfinder, it was perfect. But as soon as I started playing, apparently I must have smacked it or something, and it went askew. So hopefully we'll do better next time. I think I'm going to use my other tripod because even though it has a broken leg, the top part is a little more sturdy. My new tripod has a thing for manipulation, but sometimes that means it doesn't quite stay perfectly upright. Anyways, you guys don't care. So yeah. So that's good. Like I feel like we have something going forward, which is good. There's like only one person that is gonna miss the thoughts videos, and she asked me after I had already announced that Thursdays was gonna be Skyrim days. She asked me what I thought of the last season of American Horror Story and could I do a thoughts video on it. So this is the problem. Thoughts is on hiatus for a little while, so I can't. But I mean, I'll still let you know what I thought. So you guys know I love American Horror Story. I love it because it is crazy and it looks at all sorts of things that other horror shows and stuff may not, or it looks at the exact same things that other, horror movies, TV shows, literature and stuff looks at, but looks at in a slightly weird way or different, or it's AHS, so Ryan puts his own spin on things. And it's hit and miss for me. I always watch it. Well, I can't say that. Freak Show I abandoned before the end. I never did see the end of Freak Show because I wasn't enjoying it. It started strong. Much of Ryan's things start really strong, and then he loses it in the middle somewhere. Well, as far as American Horror Story goes. I really liked season 1 with the murder house. I thought it was really good. A little crazy, good. I really liked Asylum, although it went a little weird in the middle and it just kind of dropped total plots, but it finished strong. So, hey, I liked Coven, but I thought it ended pretty weakly. Once again, strong start, some interesting things, but then it just kind of fizzled. Freak Show was not good at all. It's like there was an idea and then I don't know what happened. It just kind of, it could have been better, I think, is my bag. Hotel, I really, really liked. I felt like Hotel was very cohesive, and everything made sense. So, Hotel was my favorite behind the first season. But I have to say that I really loved the Roanoke Nightmare because I am a fan of the found footage genre. Most of it is terrible. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to try and pretend it's not. Most of it's bad. But when they get it right, it's really, really good, and I find it compelling. And I liked it because it had that. It had the shows, like the reality shows I like. You guys know I like true crime on Investigation Discovery, so there's reenactments. So it was kind of like that. I know it was more along the lines of like a haunting or whatever, but that familiarity that I liked. So we had that going on, and then we switched to found footage and all the crap behind a reality show. So I really liked Roanoke Nightmare. I know a lot of people really thought that it was slow. It was really slow, and then everything happened at once. But see, I liked that. I liked the building of the dread. I did predict what was going to happen. I figured we would get, the real people in the cast together and see what happens. That happened. So that was super fun for me. But yeah. So my thoughts were it was a great season. It was probably, for me personally, it was probably better than Hotel just because it was much more my bag, I guess, in the wheelhouse. But yeah, I mean, of all the seasons, it was in the top 3 for strength for me. Yeah, so, I mean, but it gives me hope because I felt like AHS floundered a little bit. Coven and Freak Show were a little, and then it came back strong with Hotel and continued to be strong with Roanoke. So I'm happy. I'm also going to watch Ryan Murphy's new show about Betty Davis and Joan Crawford because, of course, I am. It's Susan Sarandon and Jessica Lange. I'm hoping for some camp. If they decide to go full in camp, I'll still be there for that. But I have gotten some interesting opinions from people who have gotten screeners, and they say there is camp, but it's not as campy as you would think. So and they were very tickled, which means I'll be tickled because I trust their opinions. So I'm really looking forward to that. Also, I have been DVRing Taboo with Tom Hardy, whom I love. Why do I love Tom Hardy? Well, he's gorgeous. Duh. 2, he does really interesting stuff. Like, I really love Bronson, the movie Bronson. I had no idea it was even Tom Hardy, but I loved that movie, and then later found out it was, in fact, Tom Hardy. So he does interesting things, which I appreciate. And he really loves dogs, which, of all the things about Tom Hardy, that's my favorite thing, is his love of dogs. He doesn't even need to be as pretty as he is because his love of dogs speaks volumes. So yes, I have been DVRing Taboo, but I haven't seen any of it because I want to watch it all at once. So no spoilers for me. I've been avoiding everything other than I know that he is naked because I did sneak a peek at some of the behind the scenes things because I'm a pervert. I just wanted to see. Curiosity. And he really doesn't care. It doesn't. Well, I've already seen Tom Hardy naked. He was full frontal in Bronson. So yeah, don't watch that one with your kids. You shouldn't anyway. It's super violent. Any hoodles. Okay, that's 12 minutes of me just gabbing about stuff. But I think this week went well, even though I felt pretty crappy for most of it. I'll bet you couldn't tell because I'm an actress. Great actress. Just shove it down and move on. I don't know. I've been doing it for a while now. So, yeah. I think next week will be even better because I actually feel like I know what's happening. At least 3 of my 5 days are taken care of, which is always good for me. I like it when things are scheduled out. I wish I could do better. Even though I realize like Mondays is just so we can chat and Fridays is sometimes so we can chat, sometimes so we can talk about whatever I feel like. So they're a little more up in the air, but I still sort of like it when I have better structure. But that's okay. It's all right. So yeah, I'm going to say goodbye before we hit the 15-minute mark. And I think I'm going to go play some Witcher. Although I promise before we play Skyrim again, I will fiddle around with one of my other characters so I remember that Y is jump. Although maybe you laughed at me forgetting which button was the jump button. But I don't want to die. So I'm going to practice a little bit and then we'll go back to Gennara, which incidentally means January in Latin. I looked it up. So I wanted an icy kind of, anyways, I'll mention that in the gaming thing. Any hoodles. Okay, I love you guys. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday for more yammering about whatever. Maybe something fun will happen this weekend and I'll actually have something fun to talk to you about. Who knows? It could happen. It's probably not going to happen, but it could. It could happen. We never know. All right. Love you guys. See you then. Have a great weekend. Bye.